Hey class. So my fourth engagement unit topic was the study abroad program. What I chose was the Berlin, Germany trip, particularly because nobody in my family has ever taken like a study abroad opportunity. I happen to get financial aid, even though it doesn't cover a summer term. They give you a little bit extra, so I just have a little bit to make up, which allows me this opportunity that I think would be cool to capitalize on. The reasons why I think it's important to do something like this is because I think that during the interviews that I was doing, I come across the term culture shock, and I've never really experienced too much culture shock because I haven't really traveled too much. I've been basically up and down California, and Northern California is a little bit different than Southern California, and everybody can admit that. But being in a different country, I think would kind of be maybe a little overwhelming to somebody who's never experienced anything like that. So to understand what that term means, I think kind of helps me, because I'm actually going to this I plan on going to this study abroad in Berlin trip. I think that it's also beneficial for somebody, because if you are somebody like me who's grown up in San Jose your whole life, it's kind of natural to just stay within, if not your city, your state. And California is like a beautiful state. Nobody can deny that. But to be able to go back to something that holds to a country that holds so much historical significance, I think would be a hell of an opportunity to say yes to, and especially if you're a communications major like I am, it would be good to go to a different country and broaden your perspective with a more embracing attitude, because what you're going to hear is other perspectives of other countries, and in today's society we have it's kind of like very black and white. You're either left or you're right. You're a Democrat or you're a Republican, and there's like a debate that goes on about that. Here in the U.S., or at least in San Jose State, I hear people talking about politics a lot, and I know that politics is like a worldwide thing, so I think that to go to a different country and to see their political views, as well as indulge in, the city life, or whatever they eat, how they talk, what their personality is. Maybe they're friendly, maybe they're not. But I think that the opportunities that it presents, it's kind of a lot, I think it'd be great for any student who would have an opportunity to do something like this. So another way that I personally went about conducting research for this is I did interviews, basically, and I interviewed a few people who had gone to like Spain, and Portugal, and or Peru, and what they tell me is that when they leave, they're scared, well, not really scared, but more nervous. But then by the time that they're supposed to come back, they don't really want to leave, and so what I've seen from the people that I've spoken to is it kind of makes them grow up a little bit faster. And when I say grow up, I mean it makes them want to be more independent, because to somebody who's never had an opportunity, or who's never been to a different country, I've never been to a different country, and then to see somebody go to a different country and come back, and all of a sudden they just don't, it's almost like they become engulfed in this passion to keep traveling, and I think that's a pretty cool quality to have, in life. It seems risky. It's almost like your life becomes living like a movie. At least that's what I feel like before, not having done it. But I think that the experience would be important for a student, and I think the opportunities that it would present could be life-changing, depending on the experience, depending on the attitude, I guess depending on how you feel about it. But so yeah, that's why I chose the study abroad program in Berlin, and that's how I think that it's beneficial, and I kind of hope that, I see some of you guys there too. That'd be pretty cool.